folks, welcome to another edition of the Friday Hi-Fi Features, featuring, you guessed it, 5 items of interest. So today we're going to be talking about a new tool technology, nonfiction book recommendation, fiction book recommendation, post of the week, and our offline inspiration. So first up, inspired this week to give you a new technology, a new tool for travel to save you on some expenses. And this came to mind because of this week's Blog World Expo chat. Thank you, Deb, who facilitated a great conversation. And thank you. I won a pass to Blog World Expo, so I'll see you in LA. And one of the things that I'll be doing to save a little money is to book, not at a hotel, not through any type of travel service, but Airbnb. It's your modern day spin on the bed and breakfast. My husband swears by this service and uses it every single time he travels to New York City. So you pick any price point and you stay in somebody's home, apartment, and you get to see, exactly where you're going to be staying, talk with the host, look at, former reviews. Now, as somebody that understands the power of listening, if you go and Google Airbnb, you're going to find out that they had some troubles in the past, or I shouldn't say troubles, plural, but they did have an issue with one particular guest. And they have since revamped some of their policies. It's not a common occurrence. There are rotten apples in any industry. But if you're looking to save a buck or two on your next conference, we are approaching the fall speaking circuit, the fall conference circuit, so I suggest you give Airbnb a try. Tell me what you think. Alright, so our nonfiction book recommendation. This is an old school marketing book, and one that I think has a lot of different insights that can definitely be applied online, and things that have made Walt Disney, great. So it's Inside the Magic Kingdom by Tom Connellan. And it's a very easy read, and it's got these great, it goes through different tips. Customers are best heard through many ears. Does that sound familiar? I just opened that randomly too. Listening. Reward, recognize, and celebrate. Everything walks the talk. Goes through various different lessons, and things that may seem, very common sense are not so common. And how do you integrate these behaviors, this process, into your communication strategies, into your marketing strategies, and so that it's not just, an add-on, it's actually life. It's actually your business. It's who you are. It's who your organization represents. So, really recommend that book. It's a great read, very quick, and classic, timeless. Next up is our fiction book recommendation of the week. And I think I might have mentioned this either on Twitter a couple of weeks ago or some conversation, but the very first Friday Hi-Fi Features I did, I recommended Hunger Games. So along that same genre is Uglies. It's an Uglies series. So there are 4 or 5 books in the series by Scott Westerfeld, and it chronicles a girl who is in an alternate parallel world where they have an operation when they turn 16 to become pretty, because nobody fights if they're pretty. But she finds out that they do much more than just alter a person's looks. So while this may, you go and read online the description of the book, well, this may seem science fiction, and I know, science fiction isn't for everybody, and a lot of people just get turned off by the term science fiction. This is very much along the lines of Hunger Games, where, it's really about humanity, survival, and that beauty is only skin deep. So, that's our fiction book of the week. I hope you enjoy. Please let me know about that as well. And our post of the week. Who can't stand to improve their writing a little bit? But I came across this post, and it's not from this week, but I discovered it this week. 8 terms that suck the life out of your writing. And I think you should know by now that I love vampires. And so any post that can relate vampires with business, I'm all for. So give that a quick read, improve your writing skills. And last but not least, our offline inspiration. So I, just want to say thank you to Deb again and the Blog World Expo chat for giving me passes to Blog World LA. Woohoo! I'd like to know your saving tips before a conference. We are approaching the fall speaking and conference cycle. One of the tips that I shared along with Airbnb is, I think many of us have become fanatics with Groupon and Living Social and several of those sites where, we're constantly looking for great deals in our area. But I just want you to not forget to think about the areas that you're going to be visiting on your conferences and research the Groupons and Living Social, deals of the week in that particular area. You get really great deals on restaurants. Who doesn't want to try some new food? Local hangouts. And, don't just rely on the reviews itself. Here I am saying that, and I'm in social media, right? But take advantage of those people that you know in the area. Go offline and ask your friends for feedback. There's nothing better than asking your friend in that city and planning a date or a night on the town with friends, good food, in a place that you're normally not. So, have a great weekend. For all of those on the East Coast, please be safe, and I'll see you next week.